Hello and welcome to this ImmanuelLutheran volleyball match between the Eau Claire ImmanuelLutheran Lancers and the Independence Indies. This will be Joel Bernthal commentating for you tonight. Alongside him will be Grant Bernthal. He'll be doing the camera. And we'll see how rested I am after 4 months. Technically 12 if we want to do volleyball. But Independence will start with the ball. Porchinski to serve. Porchinski for Independence. And they're going to let the libero in. So Montalvo will come in for Wojcik. Porchinski to serve. 0-0 is the score. Serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike in the middle by Arndt. Goes off the net. That'll be 4 hits. Oh, nope. They're going to say it went off Thiessen. So that'll be Cheyenne hitting it over. Tipped over there by Dejno. Go off Nelner and onto the floor. Independence will score the first point, 1-0. Porchinski to serve yet again. Porchinski's serve is over. Received by Kazemba middle. Set up by Nelner and spike from Wales. We go off the block. Received there by Dejno. Set up there by Ives and over from Dejno. Goes to the back to Kazemba. Set up by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba in the back row. Goes off Montalvo and point for the Lancers. 1-1. Lancers serve. Nelner up to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serves over. Nice spot serve there. Gets over Porchinski just underneath Ives, and down it falls. Nelner to serve yet again. 2-1. Lancers lead by 1. Nelner serve again over. Nice spot serve to Ives, and Ives will hit it long. 3-1. Lancers now lead by 2. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve, another nice spot serve. Nice up from both Porchinski and Montalvo. Scow unable to get there in time, and it'll go out yet again. Nelner serving, 4-1, Lancers lead by 3. Nelner serve is over, this time read well by Ives. Put up by Porchinski and over from Dejno. However, the spike is too long from the middle, and it'll go deep and out. 5-1. Lancers now lead by 4. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve again is over, this time to the back row. That'll be set up by Thiessen, put up by Porchinski, and too far from Scal to put over. 6-1. Lancers now lead by 5. 6-0 run now here for the Lancers. Nelner continuing to serve. Nelner serve yet again over, this time received by Ives. Set up by Porchinski. Outside spike from Scow. Goes over the block. Nice up there from Radical. Set up by Nelner and over from Arndt. Read well by Porchinski. Set from Scow. Spike there from Dejno, but blocked from Arndt and Wales. Down it falls. Lancers again gain the point. 7-1. Lancers now lead by 6. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve again over. Nice spot serve, and Ives and Porchinski run into each other. Nice save there, however, by Thiessen. Ives puts it over, but too long out to the left. 8-1. Lancers now lead by 7. Nelner will continue to serve right after the timeout from Independence. Nelner with some really good spot serves, putting it around the floor. Most of them short and to the left, mostly hitting Porchinski and Ives, who have been unable to put them back into play. If Nelner will continue to do that, the Lancers will have a pretty good run here in the beginning. Both teams now back on the court. Score is 8-1. Lancers lead by 7. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner gets the go-ahead, and her serve is over. Received there by Ives. Set up by Perchinsky. Spike from Ives on the outside. Goes off the block. Saved by Wales. Up from Nelner, and spike over from Arndt. Saved by Thiessen, up from Perchinsky. Spike from Desno, and out it goes. Just misses the back corner, and Sheridan will continue to serve for the Lancers. 9-1. Lancers lead by 8. Nelner serve again over, this time long. Received there by Ives. Put up by Perchinsky. Tipped over by Desno, and Desno's in the net. Oh, no, sorry. Arndt was in the net. Wrong side. So, Independence will gain that point. Wojcik will come in for Montalvo on the side of Independence. And Ives will begin serving for Independence. 9-2. Lancers lead by 7. Ives serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set up by Nelner. And tipped over there by Radical. Just missing a line there. Perchinsky with the set. Spike from Wojcik. Goes off the block and down in front of Leduc. Unable to get down in front of it, and it falls to the floor. 9-3. Lancers now lead by 6. Ives will continue to serve for Independence. Ives serves just over. Radical lets that go, and it hits the back line. 9-4. Lancers now lead by 5. Ives will continue to serve. Ives serve again over. Radical gets it this time. Up from Nelner. Spike from Radical back row. Received by Perchinsky. Set by Scowl. Spike from Wojcik off the block. Nobody covering, and down it falls. Wales and Nelner were covering too deep and were unable to get it in time. Ives will continue to serve. 9-5. Lancers lead by 4. Ives serve is over. Off Leduc, goes out of play. Saved there by Radical and put over by Arndt. Free play here for Independence. Nice block from Arndt. Goes straight down. Tipped by Arndt off of the return there. Spike from Kazemba back row. Received there by Thiessen. Set by Perchinsky. Spike from Wojcik. Blocked by Arndt. Set up by Nelner. Set up by Wales. And spike over from Arndt. Set from Scow. Over from Desno. Spike now from Arndt goes over to the back row to, I can't remember the name, Ives. Put over there by Desno, received by Radical, set by Nelner. Spike from Radical outside and too long. And no tip on the block. 9-6, Lancers now lead by 3. And should still be Ives serving. Yeah, it is. Ives is low and hard over the net. Received there by Radical. Nice up from Nelner, and Radical put it over. Nice up from Perchinsky. Set by Scow. And set over outside by Desno. Received by Radical. Set by Nelner. Spike again outside from Radical. Nice up. Tip over by Scow, and she's in the net. 10-6. Lancers now lead by 4. And Wales will begin serving. Carsonson will come in for Leduc on the side of the Lancers. Wales set is over. Might have been a lift there. No call, though. Put over there by Scout. Received by Wales. Set from Nelner and spike from Radical outside. Goes off Desno and into the stands. Wales going to serve again. 11-6. Lancers lead by 5. Wales serves over. Nice up. Free ball for the Lancers. Nice spike from Arndt. Saved there by Ives. However, Desno was unable to put it over. She'll get the kill, and Wales will continue to serve. 12-6. Lancers lead by 6. Serves over. Received by Ives. Up from Scow and put over by Perchinsky. Received in the back row by Wales, set by Nelner, spike from Radical, and they're going to call Nelner on a lift. Technically 2 hits, same thing basically. Either way, it'll remain Independence point. 12-7, Lancers now lead by 5. And, oh goodness, we have another freshman on varsity. It's a big change going from an all-varsity team last year to an all-freshman team this year. Let me get her number here really quick. That'll be a Miller. So Miller comes in for, let's see, who came out? Wales. So Miller came in for Wales on the side of the Lancers. That point went to the Lancers. Oh, and another freshman came in. She looks like a Thompson. Let's see. It is Leah Thompson. So she comes in for Arndt. Thompson to serve now for the Lancers. Gets it over and into Perchinsky. Put over by Scow, received by Kazemba. Set up by Radical and spike from Kazemba. Down it goes. Kazemba's first kill of the night. Yikes. 14-7 Lancers lead by 7. And serve is over. Received by Thiessen, and it's going to be a lift. Called on Thiessen. Thompson to serve yet again. Thompson serve is over. Nice up there from Perchinsky in the back. Put over there by Wojcik. However, goes out to the left and will remain the Lancers ball. 16-7. Lancers now lead by 9. Thompson will continue to serve. Thompson's serve again is over. Set up by Scow. Spike from Thiessen. Way long. 17-7. Lancers now lead by 10. Fans have already created quite the cheer for some of these freshmen already. Pretty innovative, I would say. Serve goes over. Wojcik, tries to put it over, goes into the net, and remain the Lancers ball. Thompson will continue to serve. 18-7. Lancers now lead by 11. Thompson it over, just out. Just misses the line. Independence will gain that point. 18-8. Independence now down by 10. And Scow will begin serving for Independence. Scow serve is over. Received by Nelner. Mix up between her and Miller in the back row. Little miscommunication there, and it winds up Independence's point on the floor. 18-9. Lancers now lead by 9. Scow will continue to serve. Scow serve again over, this time long. And let's see. Nisley, will come in for Scow on the side of Independence. And Radical will begin serving for the Lancers. Radical serve is over. Received by Nisley. Set up by Perchinsky. Just set over there by Wojcik. Spike. Oh, nice read. Tip by Kazemba. Nice save by Perchinsky. Tip over from Wojcik. Set by Carstensen. Spike from Nelner off the block. Nice read there. In the back by Ives. Unable to get into the right spot, however. And that'll be Lance's point. 20-9. Lancers now lead by 11. Radical will continue to serve for the Lancers. Serve is over. Return spike from Nelner on the free play. Spike over. Off the block from Kazemba and Carstensen. Nobody there to cover, and it falls to the floor. 20-10. Lancers now lead by 10. Wojcik will begin to serve for Independence. Wojcik serve is over. That'll be received by Miller. Set up by Thompson. Spike from Nelner. Nice spot. Finds the floor just before Halima. Wales will come in for Miller on the side of Lancers. 21-10. Lancers now lead by 11. Carstensen will begin to serve for the Lancers. Carstensen serve is over. Received by the libero. Montalvo up from Machinsky. Bump over from Montalvo in the back row. Received by Carstensen. Set by Thompson. Spike from Wales. Just off the top of Nisley's fingers. And out it goes. 22-10. Lancers now lead by 12. And Carstensen will continue to serve for the Lancers. Carstensen's serve is over. Received by Nisley. Set up by Thiessen and just tipped over there by Ives. Received by Radical in the back row. Set by Thompson. Spike from Nelner off the block. Nice read there by the libero Montalvo. Set up by Perchinsky. Outside spike from Thiessen off the block. Received by Thompson. Set by Wales and spike from Kazemba. Miscommunication between Nisley and Montalvo. Out it goes. And the score is now 23-10. Lancers now lead by 13. 2 more and Lancers will take this set. Carstensen will continue to serve for the Lancers. Carstensen's serve is over. Received there by Montalvo, back row. Just tipped over. Nice read there by Perchinsky. Set up there by Thompson. Spike from Nelner. Put over. Free play for the Lancers. Nice spike from Wales. Good read there. Put over by Perchinsky now. Received in the back row by Radical. Set up by Thompson. Spike from Nelner off the block. Nice cover there. And however, it is 2 hits. Oh, they're going to replay it. I would definitely call that a lift. I'm not sure why they called that a replay. I'm not sure if they couldn't decide on whether it was a lift or not and then just decided to replay it because they were unsure. That's most likely what happened. It doesn't happen often. Serve goes over, goes off Ives. Radical didn't let it go. Forgot where she was on the court. It's hard to judge when you're that far back if it's going to go in or not. Decided to play it and sent it to the back row. 23-11, Lancers now lead by 12, and Thiessen will begin to serve. Dejno came in for Halima on the side of Indies, that's the name. Thiessen serve goes into the net, 24-11, Lancers now lead by 13. Because I'm going to serve for the Lancers, Arndt comes in for either Miller or Thompson. Thompson. Because I'm going to serve is over. Set by Perchinsky. Spike from Ives is blocked and goes out to the right. Oh, it wasn't blocked. Okay, it hit the net and went off to the left. Lancers right. And that'll end the game. So the end of the first set, Lancers take 25-11. They win that by 14. And we will be back in approximately 3 minutes for the second set. Hello and welcome back to the second set between the Eau Claire ImmanuelLutheran Lancers and the Independence Indies. Lancers won the last set 25-11, winning by 14. Lancers will start with the ball this set. Nelner to serve. Nelner serve is over. Received there by Thiessen, set up by Perchinsky, and spike over from Desno. Received outside by Radical, set up by Nelner. Spike from Radical will go down. That is her second kill of the night. 1-0. Lancers lead by 1. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve again over, this time received by Nisley. Set up by Perchinsky, set to the back row by Ives. Read well by Kazamba, set by Nelner. Spike from Arndt off the block, goes to the back row to Montalvo. Set by Perchinsky, front row, and tipped over by Desno. Received by Kazamba, set by Nelner. Spike from Radical. Just long this time. And no tip. So 1-1. Score is tied. Perchinsky will begin serving. Scow will come in for Nisley. And Perchinsky serve is over. That'll go to the back to Leduc. Nice read by Nelner to put it over. Read well, however, by Thiessen to cover. Spike goes to Montalvo, unable to put it in the right spot, and will send it to the Independence bench. 2-1, Lancers now lead by 1. Wales will begin serving. Carlson comes in for Leduc. Wales serve is over. Sees in the back row by Thiessen. Spike from Ives goes to the bottom of the net, and Lancers gain another point. 3-1. Lancers now lead by 2. Wales serve again is over. This time received by Thiessen. Attempted save there by Ives, but it'll go into the bleachers. 4-1, Lancers now lead by 3. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Wales serve again over. Received in the back yet again by Thiessen. Up into the ceiling. Read well by Perchinsky and put over by Desno. Received in the back by Wales. Spike from Radical. Blocked and out it goes. Wales again serving. 5-1, Lancers lead by 4. Serve is over. Received by Ives. This time set up by Perchinsky and set over by Desno. Received by Radical up from Nelner. And spike over from Carstensen. And it'll be a lift called on Nelner. 5-2. Lancers lead by 3. Wolchek will come in for Montalvo. And Ives will continue to serve. Side of Lancers will have Miller come in for Wales. And Ives serves over. Received by Kazamba, set up by Nelner. Spike from Radical. Nice up there from Thiessen. Put over there by Scow. Free play for the Lancers. Spike from Radical yet again. Nice up there from Ives. However, nobody there to save it. And Lancers again gain the point. 6-2. Lancers now lead by 4. Thompson will come in for Arndt and will begin serving for the Lancers. Thompson serve is over. Free play for the Lancers. Nice spike from Kazamba. Another free play up from Radical. Set by Thompson. Spike from Radical. That's too long. Great dig from Ives on the spike from Kazamba. Not easy to do. Nice read as well. 6-3. Lancers now lead by 3. And let's see. Desno serve. Received by Nelner. Set by Thompson. Spike from Carstensen. Off the block and onto the floor. 7-3. Lancers now lead by 4. And Radical will begin serving for the Lancers. Halima will come in for Desno on the side of Independence. Radical serve is over. Received by Perchinsky. Set up by Scow and set over by Thiessen. Received by Radical in the back row. Set up by Thompson. Spike from Nelner. Off the block and inbound. 8-3 now. The Lancers now lead by 5. And Radical will begin serving. Will continue to serve, for the Lancers. And Radical serve hard and low over the net. Received there by Ives, lift called on Scow. And another ace for Radical. 9-3, Lancers now lead by 6. Radical against the Lancers. Her serves have been absolutely perfect tonight. All really low and hard over the net. So far, they've all been dug pretty well by Independence, however. Serve is just tipped over there by Wojcik. Set up by Thompson. Set from Carstensen and spike from Kazemba. Nice spot. Just enough topspin to get it down in front of Ives. And 10-3, Lancers now lead by 7. Radical yet again serving for the Lancers. This time is a jump serve. Nice spot. Nice tip there by Scow. However, she is in the net. So it'll remain the Lancers' point. 11-3, Lancers now lead by 8. Radical will continue to serve. Radical serve again over. And foot fault on Radical. Either way, it would have been Independence's ball, but foot fault was called before the out. 11-4, Lancers now lead by 7. Scow will continue to serve. Will begin to serve for Independence. Serve is over. Just hits the line. Miller undecided there whether she should play it or not. Hard to read in the back. 11-5, Lancers now lead by 6. Scow will continue to serve for Independence. Scow serve again over. This time Miller takes it. Nice up there from Thompson. And Nelner puts it over. Received in the back by Ives. Set up by Perchinsky. Spike over from Thiessen. Goes off Carstensen's block and off to her right. Unable to save it. And it will be Independence's ball. 11-6, Lancers now lead by 5. Scow continue to serve. Serve is over, received by Miller, set up by Thompson. Spike from Kazemba off the block. Nice dig there by Ives. However, that'll go into the net. Perchinsky unable to save it. 12-6, Lancers lead by 6. And we're going to get some subs. Wales comes in from Miller. And this lead will come in for Scow. Carstensen will begin serving for the Lancers. Carstensen's over, received by Nisley. Played well off the ceiling. And over to the Lancer side. Spike from Nelner will go into the net. Too low of a spike. Leduc will come in for Carstensen. 12-7, Lancers now lead by 5. Wojcik will begin serving for Independence. Wojcik serve is over, received by Kazemba. Set by Thompson, and over from Kazemba. Into the ceiling, nice save by Perchinsky. However, nobody was expecting it, and nobody played it. Another point for the ceiling, 13-7. Lancers now lead by 6. Kazemba to serve for the Lancers, and we had a sub in. It'll be number 18, Halima, will come in for Wojcik. Arndt comes in for Thompson, and Kazemba will begin serving for the Lancers. Kazemba's serve is over. Put up by Perchinsky and put over by Ives. Nice dig there in the back by Radical. Set up by Arndt over from Wales. Sorry, I couldn't remember her name. Spike from Ives goes long, no touch, and will go out. 14-7, Lancers now lead by 7. Kazemba will continue to serve. And apparently she's graduated from smaller Kazemba to Kazemba this year, so congrats to her, I guess. Put over by Ives, set up by Nelner, spike from Arndt. Nice dig there in the back by Halima. Set over by Ives, read well by Nelner, set up by Arndt, spike from Nelner, back row, just long. Montalvo read that well and left it alone in the back row. Desno comes in for Helma, and Thiessen will begin to serve for Independence. 14-8, Lancers now lead by 6. Her serve is over, up from Kazemba, set from Nelner, and spike from Arndt. Nice spot! Goes just to the right of the block from Ives, and finds open court. 15-8, Lancers now lead by 7. Nelner will begin serving for the Lancers. And there's a wet spot on the ground, so Thiessen will take time to clean that up. and spot appears to have been cleaned. 15-8, Lancers lead by 7. Now to serve. Serve is over. Received by Nisley. Put over by Ives to the back row. And miscommunication there between Nelner and Miller. 15-9, Lancers now lead by 6. We're going to have another sub in. Scow will come in for Nisley on the side of Independence. And Perchinsky will begin serving for Independence. Perchinsky's serve is now over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. And spike outside for Gabby Radical. Nice save. Put over now. Free play for Independence. Spike over the block. Nice read by Kazemba. Set up by Nelner. Another spike from Radical. Off the block, and this time it's long. Montalvo said it went out, but she didn't realize that it went off the block. So, unfortunate, because she definitely could have played that. Carsonson comes in for Miller. Wales now to serve for the Lancers. 16-9, Lancers lead by 7. Serve is over. Received there by Ives. Put up by Montalvo and bumped over from Ives. Free play for the Lancers. See by Kazemba. Spike from Carsonson. Back row. Too long. No tip. 16-10. Lancers now lead by 6. And let's see. Wojcik comes in for Montalvo. Ives to serve for Independence. Miller comes in for Wales on the side of the Lancers. Serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set up by Nelner. Spike from Radical comes up short. Might have been a lift anyway, so it's okay. 16-11, Lancers now lead by 5. Ives to serve for Independence. A lot closer set this time. Ives serve is over. Received by Carsonson up from Arndt instead of Nelner this time. Spike from Kazemba back row. Received by Ives into the ceiling. Ives wants it, but she can't hit it twice in a row. So that's 2 points down for the ceiling in a single game. 17-11, Lancers now lead by 6. And let's see. Thompson comes in for Arndt. Thompson will begin to serve for the Lancers. Thompson's serve is over. This time up from Thiessen. Put up by Wojcik and over from Thiessen. Nice read there by Miller to get there in time. Spike from Kazemba. Nice save there by Ives in the back row. Spike from Scout. Set up by Miller. Set from Thompson. Spike outside from Radical. Nice dig. Twice in a row. And put over there now by Desno. Set up by Thompson. Spike from Kazemba. Way long. Mistimed that jump by quite a bit. And that'll send it deep. 17-12. Lancers now lead by 5. Desno now serving for Independence. Desno serve is over. Received now by Nelner. Set up by Thompson. Spike outside from Radical off her back foot. Still goes off the block. Nice dig there. Spike. And block from Kazemba and Carsonson. Thiessen ate that one. Halima comes in for Desno. And Radical come to serve for the Lancers. Radical serve, low and hard over the net. Received there by Thiessen up from Scow. And bump over from Thiessen. Free play for the Lancers. Read well by Kazemba. Nice spot from Carsonson. Scow will have 2 hits and is in the net. And that'll gain the Lancers the point. 19-12. Lancers now lead by 7. And Radical will continue to serve for the Lancers. And a Radical serve yet again over. This time received by Halima from Scow. And Thiessen runs into the judges' stand. Not a very great set there. And Lancers now at 20-12. Lancers lead by 8. Radical to serve yet again for the Lancers. First serve again over. This time direct middle. Played by Ives. Set up by Paczynski and over from Scow. Received by Miller. Bad spot. However, Wojcik decides to play it and sends it into the net. Really hard timing. Can't quite make the timing work. And a timeout now from Independence. 21-12. Lancers now lead by 9 after going on a run of 6. 21-12, Lancers now lead by 9. And, Radical was subbed out. They're going to put in, I can't remember if she's playing it from JV or not. Excuse me if she's not. But they put Bauer in. Bauer with the serve over. Makes it over, return, and drops down in front of Miller. So Lancers lose that point, 21-13. Lancers lead by 8. Scout a serve. Serve is over, received by Miller. Surprise, yeah, there we go. I was going to say, that's a lift. Late call, but still the call was there. 21-14, Lancers lead now by 7. Scout will continue to serve for Independence. Scout serve is over, received by Miller, set up by Kazemba. Spike. Milner and Ives regrets touching that one. She knew it was going to go out, but she still touched it. This lead will come in for Scow. Carson's in to serve for the Lancers. 22-14. Lancers again lead by 8. 3 points to win this set. Carson's in serve is over, received there by Ives. Nice spot in the back, but it does go out. And Bauer, fortunately, didn't get there in time. Otherwise, it would have been Independence's point. So 23-14, Lancers now lead by 9. Carson's in continue to serve for the Lancers. Serves over, received by Nisley, and go out of the back. Ives unable to get there in time. 24-14, set point here for the Lancers. 24-14, Lancers lead by 12. Carson's in continue to serve. And here we go. Carson's serve bounces over the net. Nice read by Nisley, set up by Brzezinski. Spike from Thiessen goes in the net, not high enough. And Lancers take another one. 25-14. Independence doing 3 points better than last set. Lancers, however, still dominating quite well in the first and second set. And we'll be back in approximately 3 minutes for the third and possibly final set. Or are they only playing 3? We're not playing. That might. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way. Okay, so we'll be back in approximately 3 minutes. Hello and welcome back to the ImmanuelLutheran Lancer volleyball game facing off against Independence. This is the third set. Lancers won the first two. First one 25-11, second one 25-14, and we are on to the third set. I believe it is best of 7, so Lancers will have to win another 2. Brzezinski now to serve for Independence. Her serve is over. Received by Miller in the back. No, sorry, Leduc in the back row. Not the greatest set there from Nelner, right into the net. Wales almost make something out of it, but can't quite get it over. 0-1. Lancers down by 1. Brzezinski to serve yet again. First lead the Independence Eagles have had since ever this year. Well, against us, I guess, in this match. Shouldn't say ever. And quickly put to rest by the Lancers. 1-1 now. Nelner's serve again is over. This time received by Thiessen and out of the back. Two to 1. Lancers now lead by 1, and Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner's serve again is over. This time received by Thiessen. Set up by Perchinski. Spike from Scow over the block. Read well by Leduc, set by Nelner. A lot better set this time. Spike from Radical. Set by Thiessen. Set from Perchinski and spike over from Ives. Back is up, set by Nelner. Spike from Wales. Off of Perchinski and out it goes. 3-1. The Lancers now lead by 2. And Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nice spot serve there from Nelner. Almost a better dig there by Ives, diving dig. However, nobody there to cover for her, and it falls on the floor right after. 4-1, Lancers lead by 3. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Bounce off the net, read well there by Ives, put up by Scow, and set over by Ives. Free play for the Lancers. Set from Nelner. Spike outside from Radical, and that'll go down between the block. 4 kills now for the debuting freshman. Nelner serve yet again over. This time off Thiessen and out of the back. And another ace for Nelner. 6-1. Lancers now lead by 5. Nelner continuing to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve. Another nice spot serve. Ives ready for it this time. Played well off the net by Brzezinski and put over by Desno. Bumped. Nice spot from Nelner. Read well not to set it. And decided to hit the back corner where everybody was not there. They decided to cover the other side, expecting a Radical spike. And Lancers again the point, 7-1. Lancers lead by 6. Now the serve again is over. Read well by Thiessen in the back row. However, Montalvo was unable to get it up after it hits the ceiling. So another point for the ceiling. That's what, 3 in the total of 3 sets. So ceiling's doing pretty well tonight. Nelner serve again over, this time received by Ives. Set up by Perchinski. Spike from Ives outside. Too low to go over. Hits the bottom of the net and falls to the floor. 9-1. Lancers lead by 8. Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. Nelner serve yet again over. Received by Perchinski. Set from Ives. Spike in the middle by Desno. Goes over the spike. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Wales. Nice save there by Ives. Free play yet, though, for the Lancers. Spike from Arndt. Received by Perchinski. Tipped over by Scal. Nice read again by Nelner. Doesn't catch him off guard this time, though. Set by Perchinski. Spike from Desno over the block. Received by Leduc in the back row. Arndt tries to make a nice move. Unable to get it over in time, though. Mistimes her jump. And the ball goes into the net. 9-2. Lancers now lead by 7. Ives will begin serving for Independence. And Wojcik comes in for Montalvo. And Ives serves over. Goes to the back and hits the back line. Another really hard read there for Leduc. Had 3 of those to the freshman tonight. And Ives will serve again. 9-3. Lancers lead by 6. Ives again decides to go for the junior this time. Zemba in the back row. Blocked was Radical Spike. Arndt gets it over. Spike from the back row from Thiessen. Up from Arndt. Set by Nelner. Too close to the net. Wales still makes something out of it, however. Spike from Wojcik. Just tipped off her fingers. Probably not what she was wanting. However, it turns out in her favor. Kazemba read it as a hard hit, and of course it wasn't because it just went off the tips of her fingers and landed short in front of Kazemba. 9-4, Lancers now lead by 5. Ives continuing to serve. Serve again goes over, this time received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner, spike outside from Wales. Too low into the net though, goes to the bottom, 9-5. Lancers now lead by 4. Independence slowly closing in. Ives will continue to serve. Ives serve goes into the bottom right side of the net. 10-5, Lancers now lead by 5. Wales will begin to serve for the Lancers. Carsonson comes in for Leduc. And come to think of it, I don't think the Lancers have missed the serve yet. You guys might have to check me on that one, but I believe that's accurate as far as I'm aware. Nice spot there from Sko, reading the defense really well. Puts it right on the floor, just short of Wales and Kazemba. 10-6, Lancers again lead by a short 4. Desno will begin serving, for Independence. And we had a sub in for the Lancers. Miller came in for Wales. Spike from Radical off of Ives and out of the back. 11-6, Lancers now lead by 5, extending their lead. And Thompson will come in for Arndt. Alamo will come in for Desno. Thompson serve is over. Nice up from Chinski. Spike from Thiessen goes to the back row. Read well by Nelner. Almost a ceiling point. However, Radical decides that she wants it instead. Spikes opposite corner, just around the block, and makes it 12-6. The Lancers now lead by 6, and Thompson will continue to serve for the Lancers. Thompson serve again over. Nice spot. Beautiful ace from Thompson. 13-6. Lancers now lead by 7, and Thompson will continue to serve yet again. Thompson serve over. Received by Thiessen this time. Up from Ives into the ceiling. Protinski plays it well, though. Not letting the ceiling have another point. Set up by Thompson. Spike from Kazemba. Deep. And too long. Missed time to jump yet again. Not getting enough topspin on it, or not getting high enough. Maybe the combination of the two. 2 times now for Kazemba. Tonight. 1 in the second set, 1 now. 13-7. Lancers now lead by 6. Sko will continue to serve for Independence. Sko serve is over. Received there by Nelner. Set up by Thompson. Spike outside from Carsonson. Carsonson will hit it twice. Thought about tipping it, thought about spiking it, and landed somewhere in the middle, letting it go right into the block, and then hit it twice afterwards. Sko will continue to serve. 13-8. Lancers lead by 5. Sko serve is over to the back. Nelner will let it go, and out it goes. And sub out. Nisley will come in for Sko. And Radical will begin serving for the Lancers. 14-8. Lancers now lead by 6. Started to do jump serves. And Ceiling gains another point. Ceiling now up to 4. Radical serve yet again over this time. Oh, Ceiling yet again. Can it score? No, it can't. Raczynski puts it over. Received by Nelner. Set up by Thompson. Outside spike from Carsonson. Nice dig there from Nisley. Put back in play by Perchinski. Received by Kazemba. Set up by Thompson. Nice read just to tip it over from Kazemba. Set up by Perchinski. Spike from Wojcik over the block. And out. 16-8. Lancers now lead by 8. Radical yet again serving. Serve is over. This time received by Ives. Just tipped over the block. Spike from Nelner outside and to go just to the left of the antenna. 16-9. Lancers now lead by 7. Bauer will come in for Radical. And Wojcik will begin serving for Independence. Serve goes over, received by Nelner, set up by Thompson, spike outside from Nelner. Gets to the right of the antenna this time, and goes off Halema and out. 17-9. Lancers now lead by 8. Wales will come in for Miller. Yes. And Carsonson to begin serving. On the side of Independence, we'll have, what's her name? Montalvo come in for Wojcik. Carsonson serve is over, received by Nisley, set up there by Porchinski into the ceiling, put over, however, by Thiessen. Received by Bauer, set up by Thompson. Kazemba was over the line there. They didn't see it. It ends up in Independence's ball, Independence's point anyway. Leduc comes in for Carsonson, and let's see, Dejno came in for somebody on the side of Independence. Dejno came in for Halima, that's who it was. Thiessen hits the top of the net and down. 18-10, Lancers lead by 8. Arndt will come in for Thompson. Kazemba to serve. Kazemba serve is over and long. So I believe that is, I can't remember if that's the first missed serve or not for the Lancers. It's got to be close if it isn't the first. Brzezinski now serving 18-11, Lancers lead by 7. Brzezinski serve is over, received by Kazemba. Set up by Nelner, and spike center from Arndt. Blocked, nobody covering deep. And Lancers pay for that one. 18-12, Lancers now lead by 6. Brzezinski will continue to serve for Independence. Brzezinski serve now over, received by Kazemba, set up by Nelner. Spike from Wales. And Sko was in the net on the attempted block. Really wasn't worth it, though, because it wasn't tipped, and the ball went out anyway. Good for the Lancers, though, 19-12. Lancers now lead by 7. And Rail will come in for Nelner. Rail's first appearance in the first of these 3 sets. Nice tip over. Received there by Bauer. Put over by Wales in a free play for Independence. Set up by Brzezinski. Spike from Sko. Received by Wales up from Rail and bumped over from Arndt. Another free play. Spike this time from Ives. Just over the net. Spike from Wales off her back foot. And those are hard when the set is too far outside. 19-13. Lancers now lead by 6. Wojcik will come in for Montalvo, and Ives will begin serving for Independence. Her serve is over, received by Kazemba. Up from Rail and bumped over from Arndt. Free play in the back row. Set for Brzezinski. Spike there from Wojcik. Spike from Arndt on the return and too far. 19-14. Independence has tied for their highest score out of the 3 sets so far. Let's see if they can make it a new high score. Ives serve. Serve is over and long. Read well by Kazemba. 20-14. Lancers 5 away from taking this set. Carsonson will come in for Leduc. Or Arndt. Leduc. They have the same hairstyle today. Wales now serving for the Lancers. Serve is over. Received there by Thiessen. Set up there by Brzezinski. And spike deep from Thiessen goes too long. 21-14. Lancers now lead by 7. Wales serve is yet again over, this time received by Ives, set up by Brzezinski, spike from Sko, just over, down to the middle to Kazemba, set up by Nelner, spike from Arndt, and they're going to call, I don't remember who said it. Whoever said it was called on the 2 hits. Miller will take over for Wales on the side of the Lancers. Dejno to serve for Independence. Dejno serve is over. Received there by Carsonson. Set right next to the net by Rail. Spike from Arndt goes long and is now 21-16. Independence now doing 2 points better than their last set. 5 points better from the first set. Serve goes over. Received by Carsonson up from Miller in the back row and free play Rail, however, hits it too far, and now it's 21-17. Independence now coming back in this game. Set. Defensive serve is over. Received there by Miller. Nice save by Carstensen. Kazemba unable to get it over, though. 21-18. Lancers now lead by a narrow 3. Desjardins will serve for the first time out called by the Lancers. Lancers lead by a narrow 3. Desno will continue to serve for Independence. Serves over, received by Kazemba, sent by Rail. Spike from Arndt. Nice dig there, put over by Sko. Free ball for the Lancers. Spike from Carstensen. Over the block, into the ceiling. Nice save. However, Desno is unable to put it over. And Ceiling now has 5 points. Thompson coming in for Arlington to begin serving for the Lancers. Hallenbaugh will come in for Desno on the side of Independence. 22-18, Lancers lead by 4, 3 to take this set. Serve is over, received by Thiessen, set by Sko, spike from Wojcik, and it falls short of the net. Kazemba very close to touching the net there, but gets away with it. Thompson again serving, 23-18. Lancers 2 away. And a perfect ace. (24-18). Lancers now 1 point away from taking this set as well. Thompson's serve is over. Received by Thiessen. Set up there by Sko. Thiessen with a nice spike, and down it goes. Kazemba and I believe it was Radical on the block there. The ball caught them inside and fell at their feet. 24-19, Lancers now lead by 5. Scout serving. Scout serve is now over. Received there by Rail in the back row. Set up by Kazemba and set over by Carstensen. Received in the back row by Ives. Nice tip over there. Saved and lift called on Bauer. 24-20, Lancers now lead by a narrow 4. Sko will continue to serve for Independence. Sko serves over, received by Miller. Set up from Thompson, spike from the back row from Miller, and to go too long. 24-21. And Independence has gone on quite the run to make this a close set. Sko continuing to serve. Serve is over. Received by Rail into the ceiling. Read well by Miller. Put over by Carstensen. Spike comes over. Nice read by Kazemba. Again into the ceiling. Spike from Kazemba. This time she gets it down. 25-21. And that'll be it. Lancers sweep Independence 3-0. 25-11, 25-14, and then the final close one, 25-21. Thank you all for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your night, and see you next time.